lights are here. My Lume Cube package has just arrived. There is sun coming in from the windows. I am facing the window, but the window is at least 15 feet away from me, so it's a pretty light day. So this is what it looks like without any lighting. This is additional lighting. And this is 5600 Kelvin at 100%. See how dark? I'm trying to do it fast because the camera itself will adjust. And I have the diffuser thing on. This is at 100% light at 3600 Kelvin. So a lot warmer. Definitely a very yellow light, which is honestly not bad. It does give some life to my face to a certain extent. Still looks kind of yellow when faced towards you guys. This is, oh, sorry, the last one was 3200 Kelvin. This is at 50%. This is also at 50%, but at 5600 Kelvin. Again, the diffuser is on. And I have it working while it's on the charging cord, so I think that's pretty helpful too. So you just watch me unbox the Ring Light Pro. You saw the travel case bag. We got an AC power adapter. I have so many of these. We got their 70-inch tripod, which I don't know if this will travel with me because it seems heavier than the one the camera is on right now. But 70 inches is way taller than me, and I've kind of wanted that in a tripod. But sturdy, feels like steel, although who am I? Okay, so the legs flip out the other way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then the straight part just comes all the way up. We got the phone holder and a little twisty thing, which I hate these. I always step on them. Oh my gosh. I just slammed the AC adapter on my glasses. Oh no. Lord. Anyway, the phone clip. I was most interested in the phone clip because it goes both ways. Whereas the Manfrotto one that I have only does sideways. And like, what if I'm FaceTiming? I need something that can do both. So here we are. It's nice. Seems sturdy. We have a remote control. Just gonna put the battery in now because I will lose them. They're AAA batteries, which I have some good quality ones in the house somewhere. Should probably just put those in so that it can last a long time without me thinking about it. But like, don't you hate that? Like, the batteries that come with the product are never good. They last like 2 days. Okay, all together. Remote control. I wonder if this will be useful. And then what we've all been waiting for is the light itself. I was nervous about getting this thing because all of the reviews that I saw on YouTube had the Ring Light 18, which had the battery packs. And that was the #1 thing I didn't want. And that's the #1 reason why I got this at the price point it is, because it's double the price of a typical ring light that's this size. It's like $220 or something like that. There was a discount code that was significant, so that was good. And I like that you can put this on any tripod, not just the one it comes with. So I have to really decide which one I'm taking to Africa with me, or if I'm taking both, or if I need to get a different one. Because this has 2 shoots, so I could put my camera on here like it is now. Actually, could I? Because the screen would be in front of them, one of them. Well, I guess it could be in front of the one that holds the audio, the Rode Micro. And I don't do many talking head things anyway. So I feel like this is going to be stored for my phone and just a light stand when I'm using, again, my phone. So it's got 2 cold shoes. That was important to me also, so I could have my mic and my lighting. Maybe I won't need more lighting depending on how bright this is, but based on the little one that we just did, I'm pretty sure this is very, very bright. If you look on the back, it's got all of these knobs and buttons. Apparently you can charge your phone, although I'm sure that would shorten the battery life, so why would I do that? But I mean, it's cute. I'm glad that they tried to make a very functional ring light. And it's very compact. This doesn't seem too heavy, even though I reached out to them on Instagram trying to find out the weight, and they never responded to me. Anyway, obviously I bought it anyway. So I'm going to build it for you, and then we're all done. Okay, well, the remote isn't working. Okay, we are back on the Sony ZV E10. Again, much more space, and I dropped the ring light a little bit lower because it didn't need to be pulled up. What was I going to show you guys? Oh, one of the things that I wanted to know, or that I really just guessed and just decided to buy the Pro, was mainly because of this thing. I have the, of course I didn't bring it over here. How useless of me. Anyway, I want to put it on top of the Manfrotto Pixie tripod because I use this a lot. Like, I use this multiple times a day. I use this at least 10 times a day. I take phone calls with it. It's just usually placed on my desk. The thing is, the Manfrotto one, let me put it on here. The Manfrotto one only has one orientation, which is side by side. And cool, fine. If I'm watching a movie, it's actually wonderful. Love that for me. But I'm not usually just watching a movie on my phone. I'm usually talking to my friends, in which case I would like to have it face forward. I don't know why this is so hard to find, like just a face forward phone holder. So that was a plus for me because I knew it came with this ring light setup, and I knew I could put it on here, spread it out, and talk to my friends while I'm cooking like I usually do. So all in all, do not regret this purchase. Love this purchase. I would give it an 8 out of 10. They did think a lot of it through. It's just a few things. Like if they had the little adapters for these three, I think I would be set. I don't think I'd have any complaints. Even with this one, like, it's again amazing to me that they have two cold shoots on here. Like I can put the Rode Micro, and I could put the light that I just bought from here on it as well. Really a win-win all around, especially because I didn't have a ring light, like a full-size adult size ring light. I only had the travel ring light, which is, they have one too, but I didn't know about them at the time that I purchased mine. I got mine on Amazon for like $100, so it still ended up being around the same price. I'm not sure what the Lume Cube portable phone ring light is or costs, and that ring light, I don't think it holds a charge. I could be wrong, but I don't think it holds a charge, whereas this one does. And I honestly think it was the first one I'd ever seen like that, because I actively went searching for it. What else is there to say about this thing? I'm happy. The tripod going up to 70 inches. I'm 5'7", so that's 67 inches. So it's taller than me. And I believe it goes to 70 inches, not including the ring itself. So this is definitely very much taller than me. Because even if I use this as just a regular stand, turn the light off, and use the smaller Lume Cube light in the center, it would be perfect. Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna really get a lot of use out of this light. So, also, would I switch? Would I switch to the Ring Light Pro if I already had a full-size ring light? Also, yes, because it can store charge. It has multiple of these chutes. It came with this thing, which I needed for my life, and it seems to be difficult to find. I would have gotten it because the tripod goes up to 70 inches. And I like that you don't need a diffuser for this light. I wonder if you can see the ring in my eyes. Yes, you can. But it is a much softer light than most ring lights are. So yeah, it still would have been a buy even if I had a ring light. I probably just would have waited longer to get it. Yeah, it's a good purchase as far as I'm concerned. And if you're a dark-skinned person, it definitely does the trick. And I feel like it does a trick on 50 too. Even on 3200. Even though it gives a little bit more of a vintage vibe, I'm with it. I'd still be taking pictures in it. So this is the same light, same distance, same location on the Canon ZV E10. I put it in the center so there's no extra audio or anything, because as I said before, you can't fit anything onto the two other cold shoots if the camera's in the center. But obviously I am aware that I can just switch this out. I will say this, like, you just saw the other footage. You see how close up the crop is right now? That's the difference between the 10 to 18 millimeter lens if you were thinking about getting one for your Sony ZV E10. Because I had this on 10 millimeters when I was shooting with the Sony. Sitting in the same spot, less than an arm's width away from me. Yeah, and you can barely see all of my hair. Which is why I knew I needed the longer lens. The longer lens, the additional lens, and what comes in the pack, the kit lens of the Sony. But yeah, here we are. This is 100% on 5600 kelvins. This is 50. This is 25%. This is switching over to the 3200 kelvins. That looks like a passport picture. 50. Oh wow. Oh, that's so pretty. And 100. Just a tiny bit overexposure. This wall behind me is actually not white, so it's beige in real life. That might also be contributing to how this is looking, which I hate. I hate beige walls, but I've been living here for 6 years and I have not changed it, so that's me. I actually really like the yellow lighting. And this is it off. You see how that switched to lighter? It readjusted on auto. 50, 100, 5600, very blue, 50, 25. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So, as I predicted, the camera being in the little twist option in the center, you cannot use the cold shoots at all. But I use the, what do I call it? I use a 360 rotating camera mount. I used this. That came with the Lume Cube Panel Go, and I mounted the camera on that, so it's over to the side and up a little bit more, so I could actually use the other cold shoe if I wanted, or I could even like mount my phone here. Well, not in the center one. There should be a few more parts that come with this thing. Yeah, because if I hadn't bought the Lume Cube Panel Go, I would not have something to mount my camera on. And also, I do think it would be a great idea, especially if I was like going live while I was also recording, to be able to put this here, but this doesn't fit in the cold shoe mount, nor is there a adapter kind of that could have this stand to the in one of the cold shoes. I'm sorry, I'm processing as I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, there's a couple more pieces that should probably come with this Ring Light Pro to make it more functional. Maybe if they included two of the 360 rotating camera mounts, that would make this better, because then you could put one here. Maybe they were different lengths. I don't know. But as I got on here to talk about the lighting, I think the lighting is beautiful. Yes, there's already light in here. Maybe I should turn around. Hold on. Give me a moment. The cord is definitely long enough to do whatever needs to be done for the charger. Okay. Sorry about my bra straps. I'm not used to wearing bras anymore since COVID, but it makes the shirt sit properly. Okay, so right now we are on 3200 kelvins at 50, and there's about 15 to 20 feet away from me is southern facing window, so I am getting a significant amount of light. Let's turn it off. So this is the light that I have, although this phone will probably, this camera, the Canon, this phone, the Sony ZV E10 will probably adjust to the light, even though it's not the best, obviously, but you can obviously still see me. So we got it back on. Let's see, 25% at 3200 kelvins. 50%. I actually think that's lovely. And 100%. And I don't usually like yellow lighting, or maybe I like it because I do have sun coming in the background. Is that the background of the foreground when I'm, okay, I don't know. But because there's natural lighting streaming in, I think that this gives me a lot of life in my skin tone. And here is the 5600, which I usually love. But I guess I usually love it at night when it's mimicking daylight instead of right now where I have daylight. I just need a little bit more. This is 100%. This is 50. 100 again. 50. 25. I am happy with my purchase. I just do think for I guess you would call it a high-end ring light because it's $250 or something like that. It needs to come with adapters so that each and every one of these ports can be used for something else. Suggestion that I have that I really would like you guys to do, Lume Cube, is to include the weight. Include the weight of this full setup, include the weight of, okay, fine. I do work in e-commerce retail, so this is also me having a pet peeve. But I do think that if I'm getting a portable light, I should know how much it weighs so that I know if I can travel with it. So the stand, the light, the whole system, I need the weight. I need the weight of the stand by itself so that I can compare it to Manfrotto's products. I need the weight of the light, the actual ring itself. We need the weight of everything. On the box, it should tell me how high the tripod goes. On the box, the weight should be there. Yeah, you just need to add a lot more information about everything. And I imagine that the sales can't be that great because I feel like this is the only vlog. That's literally why I'm filming it, is because I could not find someone to tell me how it is. So yes, include more information. The people will come. Because so far, now that I've received it, I love it. But does everybody want to take a risk on $250? No. Suggestion that I have that I really would like you guys to do, Lume Cube, is to include the weight. Include the weight of this full setup, include the weight of, okay, fine. I do work in e-commerce retail, so this is also me having a pet peeve. But I do think that if I'm getting a portable light, I should know how much it weighs so that I know if I can travel with it. So the stand, the light, the whole system, I need the weight. I need the weight of the stand by itself so that I can compare it to Manfrotto's products. I need the weight of the light, the actual ring itself. We need the weight of everything. On the box, it should tell me how high the tripod goes. On the box, the weight should be there. Yeah, you just need to add a lot more information about everything. And I imagine that the sales can't be that great because I feel like this is the only vlog. That's literally why I'm filming it, is because I could not find someone to tell me how it is. So yes, include more information. The people will come. Because so far, now that I've received it, I love it. But does everybody want to take a risk on $250? No.